This is Unit 6, A2, Qualities for Coaching. The main quality for coaching is professionalism. This is defined as being, as shown, timekeeping and organisation, making sure that all future sessions and matches are organised with transport and equipment, and then making sure that you're on time to fixtures and that your sessions don't run over or finish earlier, and making sure that you know the session length. It's also having a positive attitude towards the sport, towards opposition, and setting an example for your players. This moves on to the next one, being a role model, showing your players how to act and how they should conduct themselves. Also, then showing empathy towards opposition, towards your players, towards officials, towards everyone in sport. Also, then being aware of individuals. If maybe some players in your team have sensitive personalities, then just making sure that you're aware of that and how to deal with that. Moving on to analytic, making sure that you analyze the performance and give feedback that is correct, but making sure that criticisms are constructive and not putting people down if they have a bad performance, but instead telling them how to improve on their next performance. Then being a problem solver, any problems, being able to sort out and find a diplomatic solution. For example, if one person didn't turn up to a tennis session, so it means that you can't play doubles, but instead you find another way to still play a game, like such as you could do a 2v1, or you could maybe do a 1 versus 1, and then someone rotates in. Just solving small problems like that helps to keep sessions flowing fluidly. And then lastly, having knowledge of the correct rules, tactics, things like that can help you be a professional and show professionalism. Positive effects of showing professionalism are that you then become a role model, as stated. You can then, it may rub off on your opposition and officials. They'll respect you more. And they will act in a more professional manner if you are as well. Also, being a professional and making sure that you are is that it can improve performance of the team if you are empathetic and aware of individuals, and that you're analytic in a constructive way, can mean that it can improve performance of the team or the performer. And negative effects, if you don't show professionalism, are that well, basically you won't have any of these, and it will mean that your players don't respect you, you won't respect the officials or the opposition, and it can just cause a lot of problems for the team and make them not perform as well as they could do, and also make them not conduct themselves in a manner that they should. The first scenario of a coach not showing professionalism is a coach turns up to an under-12 football fixture late and does not have the correct equipment, such as cones and balls. Then during half-time, the coach gets angry because the team is losing and swears at the team during a half-time team talk. This is not showing professionalism at all, because you are unorganised. You're not having good timekeeping because late, don't have the correct equipment, and then you don't show the knowledge of tactics, and you don't show your team that you support them or anything like that. You aren't aware of sensitive individuals, as you swear at the team, which can not only make them not enjoy the sport, but not like you as a coach as well, and which can then decrease the performance further on. Also, the fact that they're an under 12 and swearing is not a good example to set for the performers. The next scenario is a coach turns up to a tennis match and the umpire makes controversial line call. So the coach goes over and speaks respectfully and calmly to the umpire to try and refute the decision. This shows an effective coach with good professionalism. They don't get angry at the umpire. They show empathy, and then they try to resolve the situation with good problem solving, um, to try and help the performer and the umpire at the same time. And this is good professionalism, and shows an effective coach. The last scenario is a coach thinks the referee has made a wrong decision, gets angry at the official, and then storms off. The team then have no coach and end up losing the game. This is not good professionalism, as they show no empathy towards the referee. They don't show any sort of self control. They get angry. It's not a good role model for the performers, and the opposition. And then the coach storms off and leaves the team on their own. So then they don't have a positive attitude. They leave whenever they're losing. They're not being analytic. They're not saying, "Oh, the performance isn't good, but here's how we can make it better." They just decide to storm off and leave the team, which isn't good professionalism at all. And then this is the bibliography for A2.